What's up, everybody? You're very welcome along to That's Football. Today we're going to be covering a massive game in the Premier League kicking off, and I've already got the clock going because, I'm getting too excited already. It's Chelsea Palace opening day of the season. I know there's got to be a lot of you United fans in the chat right now. One, disappointed that it's not Goldbridge because he was on the thumbnail, but don't worry, Ballbridge is here. And secondly, congrats on your 5-1 win. It kills me to say it, but congratulations. What a win that was against a team that, let's be honest, you're not besties with in Leeds United, are you? But nice to see you guys as always. And look, I'll take you through the day. We'll take you through the other Premier League games in action as well. Keep you up to date with what's going on. And we'll have a little fun along the way. How do you watch? I know a lot of people are going to be asking this question, but in Ireland, I'm lucky. We get this 3 p.m. kickoff. We don't get all the 3 p.m. kickoff, but we get one every weekend on Premier Sport. And I'm fortunate enough that this weekend we got the Chelsea Crystal Palace game. So, yeah, I'm a little bit lucky in that I don't have to go to unscrupulous methods to try and find it, shall we say, ladies and gentlemen. A couple of people, a couple of geniuses in the chat here. That's not Mark. Yeah, it is. I've just got a lot better looking overnight, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know what I mean? But then again, that's football. Now, welcome. This is Ballbridge. My real name is Craig, as you can see down below. My name's Craig Holden. A lot of you guys will be used to me. But yeah, lovely to see you in the chat. Give me your score predictions on this one or anything else in the 3 p.m. kickoffs. Obviously, we've got Burnley, Brighton, Palace, Southampton, Leicester, Wolves, and Watford, Villa. And I need a drink because there's something in my throat. Where can I watch the game? Thank you for the super chat, by the way, first and foremost, dude. What have we got? Reese Beast Gaming. I don't know where you can watch it legally, except on Premier Sport here in Ireland, mate. Now, I'm sure maybe some of our friends in Canada could say to you maybe DAZN, or some of our friends in America could say Peacock or whatever, but I don't know where else in the world. One, you are, buddy, and secondly, where it can be legally watched. 2-0 to Chelsea is one prediction that we have. What have we got? What else is there? Mark being adult napped. Yeah, he's in the basement. Do you remember the Euros? We had the ongoing joke that he was down in the basement with a potato sandwich and a bottle of water. That's pretty much where he's at. A Peacock in the USA. Thank you for that one, Luke. Appreciate it. 6-1. Jesus Christ himself is saying 6-1 to Chelsea. And if it comes from the man himself, then, do you know, how can we dare doubt you, sir? 2-0 to Palace, says Mohammed. It's always tough, isn't it? I always find it really difficult to predict the opening game of the season because, I had a feeling United would beat Leeds earlier on, but I don't think even the hardcore United fans would have thought it would have been such an easy 5-1 victory for United. But it's like I'm going to be watching Liverpool later on, obviously being a Liverpool fan, and I've got no idea what to expect on the open day of the season. Mark Wallace has gone 4-1 to Chelsea. Goldbridge also too drunk after the United win. Well, he might well be. I don't know. I haven't spoken to him yet today. Loads of people asking me to say stuff. I always get a bit confused about this because I get baited more than anybody else that you'll ever meet, folks, because I'm a boomer, so I don't understand half the slang terms. Opta Sport in Australia. Thank you, Oliver, for that one. Much appreciated, my man. Any 3 o'clocks on TV? Only in Ireland, mate, because, one, we're kings over here. They decided that we deserve 3 p.m. kickoff. No, we don't have that blackout. It's weird. I still don't understand why it's... Well, I technically know why it's in the UK, but I don't agree with it. But that being said, I have the Chelsea game here that I'll be able to watch live. And we will be keeping you up to date with Burnley, Brighton, Everton, Southampton, Leicester, Wolves and Watford, Aston Villa. I've got my own Kamara, my own Cammy in the background here over to my right hand side that's going to be keeping me updated on the scores and let me know when there's a goal. Oh look, somebody's called me an egg. Genius. Never happened before, mate. You are the first human being to ever look at a bald man and go egg. Well done. We'll also accept potato as an option. We'll also accept a human thumb. Kneecap works as well, but on a smaller basis. Dara O'Brien works. Your man from Little Britain. We've had them all. It's okay, mate. You're not new, you're not original, but then again, most of you usually aren't. I don't know where you can watch it in the UK, mate. I don't think there is a legal option, and obviously you will respect that. I can't give you the workarounds here live on the stream. Can I get an amen in the chat? Says Roblox. Can I get an amen? Whoop whoop. Elbow. An elbow will also do, yeah, except, look, this magnificent head doesn't quite have as many creases in it as the average elbow. But Humpty Dumpty's another decent shout there, mate, yeah? Although I like to say when people bring up the Humpty Dumpty thing, there's no proof that lad was an egg. It's just an illustration. I have searched high and low and there's no proof Humpty Dumpty was ever an egg, only in the cartoon illustration. But there you are. What have we got? Come on, Palace. Where's Goldbridge? We sacked him because he's not good enough. We decided we need to bring in the A-team for this one. So, you know, Goldbridge he's alright for certain bits and pieces, I suppose. But when you need the real big nuts, when you need the fella to come in and really take care of... Do you think Goldbridge could handle 5 games on his own? That's you know, that's top level stuff. That's why I'm here. To make sure that it's done properly. Do you know what I mean? The channel's so close to 500,000 that they had to make sure that no mistakes are made today, so they brought the A-team in. Some of you probably won't remember that, but I'm fairly sure that was the A-team music. Yeah, look, ladies and gentlemen, I know you're a bit underwhelmed that it's not Mr. Goldbridge, but you will have me for the entire season along with Mark. You'll get used to me. Baldbridge is what most of you know me as. My real name is Craig. It's always a pleasure to be here with you. Come on the Palace, said Team Eclipse. I think we're all a little bit come on the Palace today, aren't we? I think we're all a little bit wishing Crystal Palace to win, I should say, because if we're coming on the Palace, we're probably getting handcuffed and marched off, frog marched down to prison. Egghead, shush man. Brilliant! Oi, Egghead, how about I do what I want, princess, and you can go make your own YouTube channel so you can get to have a microphone and shout out to people. But until then, enjoy the Agnes, because it's going to be magnificent. And if you keep annoying me, Excalibur will get put out and you'll be kicked out of the chat. How does that work for you, dude? Chelsea to win 3-0, said Joe. We'll have a look at the starting 11s first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, because we're moments away from kickoff here, and obviously it's Patrick Vieira's first competitive game in charge of Crystal Palace since Roy Hodgson departed. Chelsea have gone for Mendy, Chalobah, Christensen, Rudiger, Azpilicueta, Jorginho, Kovacic, Alonso, Christian Pulisic, Mason Mount and Timo Werner. Then for Palace it's Gaeta, Ward, Guhi, Kouyaté, Mitchell, Riedewald, MacArthur, Schlupp, Ayew, Mateta and Zaha. I don't know about you folks, but that bangs of a team that's going to be fighting relegation to me. Absolutely bangs of a team that's fighting relegation. Top goal scorer. I don't know, but I tell you what, Bruno got himself off to a good start today, didn't he, ladies and gentlemen? Hat-trick. Hat-trick for Mr. Fernandes on the opening day of the season. And here's a lot of us with our FPL teams going, why didn't we put him in? Like fools. I'm not even sure Goldbridge had him in his FPL team. Leave Dr. Evil alone, please. Exactly. We've seen what Dr. Evil can do, so, you know. Where can I watch the game? Nowhere. Yeah, no, you can't, mate. There's nowhere you can watch it legally if you're in the UK. But I can, because I'm in Ireland, and Ireland's better. So, nah. And I'm watching it here. Palace coming out in that, it's a horrible yellow kit. It just bangs of a BTEC Barcelona kit from a few years ago, to be honest. Benteke, Skinhead. Well, you see, I take a little bit of umbrage with Skinhead, because they usually have different undertones. Where's Mark? He's just not good enough. Simply put, you know, the big wigs at That's Football came together and said, look, do we trust Goldbridge to cover 5 games at once? And everybody said no. So they said, look, who can we get that we know will come in and do it magnificently, have the charisma and sex appeal, and at the same time be able to keep up the 5 games? And there was only one man available, but he wasn't actually available. So they brought me in instead, and I'm hoping I'll be able to blag my way through it. Your brain is scrambled egg. It is. I mean, you're technically right, mate. I have a brain like a goldfish, so you are technically spot on, fella. What have we got? Dylan, thank you for the super chat, mate. Said, remember the name Trevor Chalobah up to Chelsea. He played in the Super Cup, because I was watching that with Mark. We did a joint watch along of that the other day. And he certainly is a name that we were talking about. Is he related to the other Chalobah? Is he a younger brother or relation of the other Chalobah? Was I can't remember what the other Chalobah's name was.
Trevor and Nathaniel, wasn't it?
Nathaniel Chalobah, yeah. Is he related to him? Are they brothers or cousins or something like that? Oh yeah, back to the 3 p.m. blackouts in the UK. I know, it's horrible, isn't it? I mean, one of the only few positives, and there was very few during COVID times, was that we got to watch all the games, and it was so much better. But unfortunately, yes, the 3 p.m. blackouts are back in the UK, and as much as we all detest them, unfortunately, we'll have to make do with what we have. But I'll be able to bring you one Saturday game each week live anyway. I'm watching it on Premier Sports here in Ireland, so fingers crossed. Oh look, another couple of geniuses who have eggs in the chat. Brilliant. Now, all I see when you put love eggs in, I think of maybe the ladies in your family and love eggs. Maybe that's just the way I go, because I have been known to be a love egg on occasion, because I'm a charming son of a bitch, what can I say? Right, let me just make sure I've got the score and clock's ready to go first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, because I have been known to forget to start the clock every now and again. What's the point of hating? Especially when you've got somebody as fun as me and as down to earth as me, folks. There's no point in hating. You won't hate me by the end of the season. You might try, but you'll fall in love with this old Irish rogue eventually. Right, give me your predictions, ladies and gentlemen, on this one. I am going to go with a 2-0 Chelsea win. That's my prediction for this one. But as always, it isn't much fun unless you guys give me your scores as well. You chat the most, shut up for a second. No! I'll do what I want. That's the beauty of this. I'm in charge. This is a dictatorship. I get to do whatever I like. I also get to boo people out of the chat as well, so don't forget that, ladies and gentlemen, when you're putting your egg emojis in. Ever want to come back and chat into the chat? Play nice. Burnley to win the league. Bloody Burnley! Burnley! See, I can do a Goldbridge impression. Crosby, do we have mod privileges on this?
Not sure, to be honest.
Let me just check if I can boot somebody out. Oh yeah, you're gone. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty making people disappear. It's one of my favourite things in the world. Being able to just make you go bye-bye. Werner hat-trick. Yeah, on Timo Werner. Genuinely. We know they've gone out and signed Romelu Lukaku, and we know that he's going to have a big part to play in the season, but I think we'll see more of Timo Werner this year from the goal scoring perspective. He was a little bit unlucky last year, wasn't he, with his offside decisions. Now they have broken out the thicker sharpies this year, so that might come in and help old Timo Werner a little bit. But sure, look, let's wait and see. As always, I will do my best to keep you up to date with what's going on. Chelsea going to be playing from right to left. Palace are going to be kicking off in the yellow kit. I love the way all these people get booted out, and then they'll cry and they'll come back in going, but please can we come back? We didn't know what we were saying. We didn't mean it. I'm such a silly little goose. No, you get one chance. Play nice or piss off. It's as simple as that. Right, we're about to get underway, ladies and gentlemen. John Moss, the man that can referee the middle third of the pitch better than any other referee, gets us underway in the Premier League campaign on a Saturday. Obviously, we did have the game last night, but this is the first 3 p.m. kickoff of a Saturday live, and we will keep you up to date, as I said, with Burnley, Brighton, Everton, Southampton, Leicester, Wolves, and Watford and Aston Villa as well. Every time I hear Aston Villa, I get a shiver down my spine, obviously being a Liverpool fan. Hello to everybody in the chat as well. Nice to see you all being in. Werner Brace incoming, says tags. Do I see Lukaku replacing Timo? They probably push Timo or continue to play him out left and put Lukaku through the centre. Timo, you know, I know a lot of you guys will know a lot about football, of course, but Werner did start his career in a wide position, so it isn't unusual to him. Palace just knocking the ball around here early doors, nice and quick. Love this guy, thank you very much. 7. Yeah, that's gonna haunt me forever, dude. But I deserved it. Karma kicked me in the backside that day, and I deserved it. So yeah, there you go. What am I watching the game on? Today I am watching it on Premier Sports, mate, in Ireland. Chelsea now back in possession, and it goes all the way back to Mendy. It'll be interesting to see if Chelsea are as efficient this season as they were last season, because they weren't the highest scoring of teams last year, but they managed to keep a clean sheet a lot of the time and win games by the odd goal here and there. and if they will actually go ahead and challenge for the Premier League campaign this year, or if it'll be City or United or Liverpool. Like, I don't think anybody else is going to break the top four, to be honest with you. What a win for us, 5-1, have it lead, said iMac Retton. Brilliant. It was an absolutely brilliant victory for you guys today, and you know what? We're all rivals and all, but I don't begrudge you a win. The only time I begrudge you a win is when we play you, and any other time, fair play. You deserve the win, and 5-1 is a pretty resounding opening day victory, to be fair. What do we think of the whole point of giving the job to Patrick Vieira, by the way? Obviously, had a spell in the MLS, then went to Nice, and now finds his way to Crystal Palace to take over from Roy Hodgson. Oh, ball over the top, Werner chests it down. Can't quite keep it in play, goes behind for a Crystal Palace goal kick. Have we got a goal in the Burnley game? We've got a couple. 1-0 Burnley.
James Tarkowski.
Yeah, we'll update you on that one, ladies and gentlemen. 1-0 to Burnley. Tarkowski scoring there. This is why I love the chat as well, by the way. Keep us up to date with what's going on as well. So let me just change that score. 1-0 to Burnley. There you go. Who would have thought it? Burnley kicking off the Premier League Saturdays with the first goal. Tarkowski as well. Welcome to our own version of That's Football Soccer Saturday type show. I think we're going to call it something like, I don't know, That's a Goal. But let's just call it a Crystal Palace watch along with a little bit extra today. A Crystal Palace Chelsea watch along. Where's Goldbridge? Yeah, they've been relegated for today. They need the A team. Trust me, all the people going, where's Goldbridge, will realise very quickly that I'm an upgrade, and that you'll be very happy by the time the season's over, that the magnificent Irish beast that is me has been here for the season, and you'll be begging me to be back next year. I do also add humble to my list of traits as well. Or humility, I should say, sorry. Ball over the top, looking for the runners. Chelsea defence gets there. Clears it back to Mendy. Pretty straightforward stuff, really. Looks like a nice sunny afternoon in London. You wish. No, I know, mate. I back my abilities. Trust me. I'm brilliant. You'll get to know it. I already know it. It isn't on a channel in the UK. Goldbridge is the go. Nah, Ballbridge is the go. Trust me. By the end of the season, you'll be all signing the petition to get rid of Goldbridge and bring me on full time. You love me, really. I mean, look at me. Look at the cheeky smile. Look at it. It's weird seeing this Chelsea lineup because it's all the business that they've done, the Kai Havertz, all these kind of things, and you see so many of the players on the bench. It's scary. I'm not going to lie to you folks. It's quite scary seeing the strength and depth of this Chelsea team. Where's the money, John? Huh? Where's the money? Said Albin, where's the money, John? Yeah, I've mentioned that many a time on the channel on Anfield Agenda. Where's the money, John? Where's the money? Do I live in Ireland or the UK? I live in Ireland, my man. And Christopher, I live in southeast of Ireland in Wexford. Craigbridge. Yeah, we've got Craigbridge. Do you know what the best one I think is if we were to combine them? Golden. Because my surname is Holden. Obviously Goldbridge. Golden. Huh? It works, doesn't it? Good play by Chelsea, but it's well defended by Palace. And they look to break away. I know a lot of you guys are asking how you can watch the games and stuff. I'm able to watch it because I live in Ireland and we don't have a 3 p.m. blackout. So luckily this is the 3 p.m. game we get in Ireland, and it's on Premier Sports this week. Goldbridge is in Craig's basement. You know me too well, Jared. You know me too well, dude. But as always, you will know he's down there with a potato sandwich and a bottle of water. So he's all safe and good. And you'll have him back for tomorrow. 3-0 Chelsea. Keela's prediction is ball down the right hand side. Again, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, bottom right hand corner. Help the That Football team reach 500,000 subscribers. That is a truly remarkable number, and very deserved for all the work that Drawdy and Goldbridge and everybody on the team has put in to build the channel up, and I'd love to be part of getting them towards that 500,000 mark. So please do take a second, hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the video as well, and as always, the show isn't anything without your amazing comments and contributions, so keep your thoughts coming in. Why is there a potato here? Oh yes, nothing like a bit of casual xenophobia on a Saturday afternoon to start us off. Why is there a potato here? Brilliant. It's just so clever. It's when Mammy tucks you into bed at night, she must be so proud. She must say to herself, look at my special little soldier. He was able to figure out the shape of a potato all on his own. Mammy's going to give you a special little kiss on your forehead tonight, mate, because you really are her special little boy. Goal kick to Chelsea. To Palace, I should say, excuse me. Love you, mate. Please, P.S. I hope Liverpool lose. Love you too, mate. Totally understand the wanting Liverpool to lose. I mean, I was waking up today praying that I seen that United were going to lose against Leeds. But no, it wasn't to be. You feckers went and got the 5-1 win. And look, it was very much deserved. We got a goal in the Everton game, Crosby, do we?
Look.
Hope not, obviously.
Nothing coming up yet.
Listen to your commentary while at the gym. Better than Sky Sports. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate that. And one, well done on going to the gym. Obviously, my fat ass could do with getting to the gym sooner rather than later. Managed to get hold of some Keogh's crisps in London yesterday. I can confirm they're on another level. There you go. I wouldn't lie to you, mate, would I? What's the name here we have? Whirly. Yeah, Whirly. I told you, Keogh's crisps are where it's at. And I even sent the box over to Jack, mate, as well. And he was saying the same thing. They are the king of crisps. They really are top notch. Am I Irish? Indeed I am, mate. Couldn't have thought to. Chelsea knocking around at the back. Almost 9 minutes gone here at the bridge of the opening day of the season. Well, the opening home day of the season for Chelsea. Still 0-0. We do have had, that's not even a word. We have had one goal. There's a little bit of talk about a championship goal. Don't care about the championship. We're only worried about the Premiership. Or the Premier League, I should say, here today. Alonso, once Werner's going the overlap, Werner takes up the option. And, he loses out in possession. He goes full on Timo Werner. Prediction there, 2-0. Are you and the Irish guy related? Yeah, we all know each other, mate. We have a meeting. We have a town hall meeting, all us Irish people. Oh! Cross in. Nice cross in. Pulisic throws himself onto it. Gets a head on it, but didn't really trouble the Palace keeper too much. Yeah, all us Irish people, we get together for a global town hall once a week. And, usually we can fit it in a normal Zoom call type of thing. But yeah, we're all related. All of us. Havertz's going to rock it this year. He is a quality player, Charlie. 1-0 Watford?
Yep.
1-0 Watford. I have Watford tipped for relegation, and look at them. Making an absolute shambles of me today here with 1-0s.
You have Burnley for relegation, though.
I do. I have Burnley, yeah. As Connor said, both the teams I have for relegation, ladies and gentlemen, are 1-0 up at the minute. Burnley and Watford now. The other team I have tipped for relegation, Brentford, also won yesterday. 2-0 as well. So this is why I tell you, don't listen to me, Everton. This is why my FPL sucks. But there you go. All my relegation fodder candidates winning on the opening day. This shows what I know. Anyway, but we'll keep going. Christensen in possession. Ball being knocked around. Worked out left hand side. Marcus Alonso. Ball inside to Pulisic. I won't lie, I'm still bitter, ladies and gentlemen. I really wanted Christian Pulisic at Liverpool. I really, really did. And the fact that he's a Chelsea player still haunts me to this day. Love your commentary. Thank you, Ronnie. You're very kind, mate. Appreciate that. Look, thank you to everybody on That Football. I've received such a warm welcome since I first came on during the Euros and then signed up for the season. It genuinely lifts my heart every time I come on here and get to see big numbers. When you come from our old Channel Anfield agenda, it's great. We get decent numbers and all, but it isn't that football numbers, you know what I mean? So it's nice to come on here and see how the other half live, see how the big boys live. Werner, edge of the box, little ball in behind, unlucky. Little bit overhit there and it goes through to the Palace keeper.
Dennis scored for Watford.
Dennis?
Yeah.
Never heard of him. Never heard of him. Some fella called Dennis from Watford scored anyway. You know Dennis, there's always a Dennis. Where's your hair gone, Mark? I lost a bet. I had to shave it. Actually, on that, me and Goldbridge do have a bet on this season, a £500 charity bet. If United finish above Liverpool, I'll pay up 500 quid to a charity of Mark's choice. And when Liverpool finish ahead of United, Mark will pay 500 quid to a charity of my choice. And there's a bonus 250 if either of the teams manage to actually win the league as well. So keep an eye on that one throughout the season. I mean, I'll give you all credit. I'm going to give you credit. There's been loads of hair slagging, but not a single fat joke yet. And I love you for that. I do love you for that. Because I don't mind the bald stuff. Do you know what I mean? I know I shave my head, so I'm aware of it. But fair play on the no weight shaming stuff. You're top notch on that. I'll give you that one. Anyway, strike wide there by, I think it was Kovacic pulls it just wide, and Werner's he's already decided he's too hot and he's taken off the undershirt, the long sleeved undershirt. Although I don't know why they wear them compression shirts, particularly on a day like today when it's roasting. Nah, fat is just being rude. Calling you a bald nonce, that's grand, but nah, I'm fair play. I'm only joking. Corner came to nothing. It was cleared there by Crystal Palace. Chelsea really starting to just control the game now, but you know, control means nothing. It's all about putting the ball in the net. That's the only stat that counts. They have won themselves another free kick here though on the left hand side. Mason Mount this time brought down. Connor, have we gotten in the Leicester game? How do you feel about your transfer window? Said Amelia. Thank you for the super chat. I won't lie. As things stand, frustrated. Look, Kanade's a brilliant bit of business, but I look at the Ibrahima Kanade signing as making up for not replacing Lovren. So really, I'm underwhelmed as things stand, and I'm hoping that we get a wide attacker in before the window closes. Thank you for the super chat, and thank you for reminding me it's been a depressing transfer window so far for Liverpool. But there's still time. Window doesn't close till the 31st. Oh, he went straight for the shot there, Mount. Keeper made a bit of a meal with it, but I got 2 fists on it and put it away. I don't know why, but all of a sudden in my head, "Come on, Eileen," is going through my head. I don't know why. That never happened to anybody else. You wake up. I wake up every morning and I have a new song in my head, and today it's "Come on, Eileen, yeah, you know what I mean." And I've no idea why, because I haven't listened to that song in ages. Corner taken short. Hope you and Connor are well, much love. Thank you, Josh. Yeah, Connor is here with me. He's going to be helping out along the Liverpool game as well, and we are going to be watching some of the boxing. Lady Hearn and Eddie Hearns. If you heard me calling him Lady Hearn, he'd still ignore me because he still wouldn't know who I am. Mayo or Dublin? Dublin all the way. Come on, I'm a dub. I think there's a Leicester goal, Crosby, from what I can gather in the chat here.
It's offside, Jamie Vardy.
Offside. Goal ruled out. No standing, no goal. Goal, no goal. Hey mate, love, lots of love right back to you, Andy, and everybody else in the chat. You're a class bunch. I love coming into the That's Football chat. When, I like how bold you are there, mate. Who's this one? Trond. When United finish above Liverpool, I hope you'll stick around here. You're a good host. Thank you, mate. Of course I'll stick around. I mean, the plan is that I'm here for the long term. That is the plan, and I'm very proud and very happy to be here as well. I love doing the watch-alongs with Mark. I love being in, I love doing watch-alongs of all football games, because one, keeps me away from the family, which is always a good thing. Do you know what I mean? When you're with the same missus 20 years, any time you can find to work is always a good thing, and I'm working very hard today to stay away from the family and watch football. Ball in, headed away at the near post. 16 minutes gone. Just a recap on what we have so far, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, it's still Palace 0, Chelsea 0, Palace 0, Burnley 1, Brighton 0, as Mark would say, bloody Burnley. Then Everton 0, Southampton 0, Leicester City 0, Wolves 0, although a Vardy goal was offside, and Watford 1, Aston Villa 0. Dennis with the goal there. You know the famous Dennis. Two 0 Palace. Oh, that's a prediction. I'm thinking, Jace, have I slept my way through 2 goals? I mean, I have been known to miss 1, but 2. There was one time I was doing a watch along during the Euros here, and I was doing a few different games. I was clicking back and forth, and every time I swapped to watch one, there was a goal in the other one. I was jinxed. Palace clear the lines. It's been all Chelsea, ladies and gentlemen. Here, I won't lie to you. It's been all Chelsea. But not real, no real penetration yet, so to speak. Oh, hello, sailor. But yeah, easy to spot Jorginho these days as well with that magnificent stand-style haircut that he has. My tea's gone cold, I wonder why I can't score at all. The US, you've got every game. I know. Now trust me, we have figured a workaround. We are clever people, but I don't need it for this. I am 100% legally watching this game on Premier Sports here in Ireland. Is Mark coming in? No, just me. It's just glorious me. I know the thumbnail was a bit of a... There was a bit of a cock-up on the thumbnail, which unfortunately couldn't be fixed before the stream. But it does say with me on it. But it's just me today, folks. Me and Mark will be doing at least one co-watch along a week together, and a couple of other bits and pieces as well. Mark will be here tomorrow. I think he's covering the City game, I believe, tomorrow. Again, just for those that aren't aware, I can watch it here in Ireland because we haven't got the 3 PM blackout that you guys in the UK have. Now, in saying that, we only get one game, and we got lucky this week. It was Chelsea Palace. Do you think Ayling's goal is a goal challenger? Do you mean goal of the season? I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know, to be honest with you. I only rolled out of bed in time for this. Anyone that knows me knows I'm basically a vampire. Ball up. Palace finally get into the Chelsea end of the pitch. Looking for runners, ball inside. It's all too slow though, really. And oh, here we go though, round the outside, and the world's worst cross, easily cleared by Chalobah. Palace have a back in possession. It'd be interesting to see what identity of football that Patrick Vieira gets this Crystal Palace side playing. Because, you know, none of us doubt Patrick Vieira's ability as a player in his day, but, you know, that doesn't always translate into managerial status. I thought vampires had hair. I don't like to bring this up a lot, but I do actually have a full head of hair. But my wife absolutely despises me with hair. She said I look like a scruffy git and I have teddy bear hair. So she doesn't let me grow it. Simple as that, really. So, I mean, I'm sure if I did grow it out at this point, there'd probably be a little bald patch at the back of it or something. But I am naturally bald. It's a choice thing, believe it or not. Like, the fat thing's not a choice. That's just me being a big lazy slob. But the bald thing I could fix. I'm just not allowed. And I do what the wife tells me because I'm always busy working. Super chat missed. No problemo. Got back up and got it. Mark missed the first and third goal today. Amateur. It happens to the best of us, Arian. Happens to the best of us, dude. You know, this is why I've got Connor here as well, to make sure if I do miss that, and he'll give me a poke or throw something at me to make me alert. Have I ever been to Northern Ireland? Oh, absolutely, Lewis. I love it, particularly Belfast. It's my favourite city to... Oh, ball in! Headed behind for Chelsea corner. It's my favourite city to visit in Ireland. Anytime myself and my missus can get a weekend away, we always go up to Belfast. It's amazing. I love it up there. I hope to get up there very soon. Why isn't the game on TV? Let me just go through this Chelsea corner and then I'll talk you through the reasoning behind it. 1 second. Let me just see what happens with this Chelsea corner and then I'll explain it for you. Ball in. Oh, flapped that by the keeper, but he got it away. Second ball back. Palace clear their lines. So look, originally it was brought in to protect attendances at not just the top tier games, but the Division 1, Division 2 games as well. So it was basically the 3 p.m. blackout was brought in to make sure that attendances at games stayed relatively full. And, them being televised didn't stop people going to the games. Now, obviously, over the last 30, 40, 50 years, this has changed massively. You can't get a ticket for games now for love nor money. So it used to be people work a 5.5 day week. You work Monday to Friday, a half day Saturday. You'd finish up in your factory or your job or whatever on a 1 o'clock and then you'd head off, have a pint or two in the pub and you go to the game at 3 p.m.
Southampton 1-0.
It's a bit of a draconian measure, but it's still in place. Southampton 1-0 up away at Everton. You'd love to see that.
Adam Armstrong with the goal.
Armstrong with the goal. Thank you, Mr. Crosby. 1-0. There we go. Southampton 1-0 up as well. A team that I had, I think, just above my relegation places. When's the next video on Craig Station? I've got a few things coming up actually. I will be chatting with Goldbridge on Craig Station, non-football related. Any Irish people in the chat might know Rory's stories. I'm chatting with Rory on there as well. And we're working on a few other bits and pieces that we want to get sorted out. But I don't want to give you a date because I don't know them exactly yet. But Anfield Agenda, I'll be back on there at 5 o'clock for a watch along at the Liverpool-Norwich game. Wolves, keeping an eye on Wolves there.
Yeah,
it is interesting to see how Wolves get on this season. Obviously, new manager. Great to see Jimenez back playing football, by the way. Delighted for that. Yep, you're watching later for the Liverpool game. Thank you, Donald Duck. Quack, quack. Question for you, Craigie. I'm loving the Craigie part. Well played on that one. And thank you, UFC. YUFC. Honest thoughts on Ollie's as a Liverpool fan. Look, I can't deny that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has improved United since he's come in. I just still have lingering doubts about his tactical nous. But he is a young manager, so that's not unusual. He has the team well galvanised at United. It looks like a team that wants to be together and that like each other. And I know that sounds simple, but it's not always the case. He's got them back in the Champions League. He's got some good signings in there. And he's got the lads playing for United in the way that I hope in a style that he wants United to play. So I don't think he's the finished article, of course, because he hasn't had the experience. But I always just look for progression in a team, whether it be at Liverpool, if I'm a Liverpool fan, which of course I am, or elsewhere, and I can't deny that progression has been there. So, yeah, it's not something I want to admit, but I'll always give you my honest opinion. In his 40s. I'm not in my 40s. I'm not 40. I'm younger than Goldbridge. Ball in. Headed away. Ball outside. Chelsea have a chance to cross it in. Mount now out of the box. He goes down again. Another free kick. Another similar kind of stamp on the foot there of Mason Mount. Right, ladies and gentlemen, keep hitting that subscribe button. 499,000 subscribers now, apparently. So keep going. Double check that for me, Crosby, will you, if you get a chance?
Check which?
The subscriber count here. Because they haven't got it set up as a live thing.
Just says 499.
499. Let's do it. 1,000 subscribers to go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hit 500k on here without Goldbridge so I can glow forevermore. Because you do not know, he spent so much time winding me up about the Happy Hour podcast that this little victory, this little W for me would mean a lot. Let's go. Less than 1,000 to go, folks. We can do this. Strike! Goal! Marcus Alonso with an absolutely fantastic strike Chelsea take the lead at the bridge. Keeper didn't even move, folks. Keeper didn't even move. I'll talk you back through it, but it was a good strike by Alonso. I want to look at the wall's positioning. I want to look at the keeper's positioning. But what we know for a fact is Chelsea have the lead at the bridge. And the first home goal for them of the Premier League campaign was scored by Marcus Alonso. Yeah, keeper gives on the left. It's the walls. Oh, it's a good free kick. It is just a good free kick. Yeah, got to give credit. It's just a good free kick. It was way above the wall's height. Even the wall jumping wasn't getting to that. He just put a lot of whip on it. And look, you've got to give credit where it's due. Marcus Alonso just buried that top bins. And it's 1-0 Chelsea. It was a very good free kick. I do love a free kick being scored, I have to say. But that was very well executed by Alonso. A couple of people happy because they have Alonso in his FPL team. Golazzo, said Cargo Vroom Vroom. I like your countdown, mate. Cargo Vroom Vroom. Vroom Vroom Beep Beep. 27 minutes gone. Chelsea 1, Crystal Palace 0. Oh, do I have an equaliser at Goodison? Let me just check that for you folks.
No, there's nothing here.
Nothing showing up yet anyway. Where's Mark? He's been relegated today, mate. He's he's out watching some championship football just to teach him a lesson. Pulisic. 3 Palace players around, one of them fell, free kick to Chelsea. Palace are a liability. You're not going to get much of an argument from me on that one. And Patrick Vieira's tenure at Crystal Palace hasn't gotten off to the greatest of starts, although, you know, it wasn't an easy game for him to kick off with. Super chat missed. Let me scroll back up. Can you explain how you're able to watch the Chelsea game? Said Daniel Kirk. I can, mate. In Ireland, we don't have your 3 PM blackout in the UK. Now, we don't get every game, but Premier Sports, which is part of my BT Sports Pack, gives 1 game a week, and it's a random game. This week, it's Chelsea Palace, so we got lucky. That's why the stream was built around it. But yeah, that's why I'm able to watch it. Who scored? Marcus Alonso scored, mate, with a really good free kick. All right, Fester. That's Uncle Fester to you, mate. Do you know what I mean? Uncle Fester. We're not on good enough terms for you to just call me Fester. And if you don't stop annoying me, mate, I'll woo one of the women in your family and you'll be calling me Daddy Fester. Who's your favourite Chelsea player? Look, as I said, I'm a big fan of Christian Pulisic. So, I'd stick with that. The amount of free kicks that Chelsea are getting in and around the edge of the box here. It's just some silly Palace tackles. Oh, sorry, I was reading a comment there from someone. I was trying to figure out who it was from till I looked at the name. So this comes from the unofficial Arsenal FC account. It says, unfortunately, due to banter levels reaching peak level, we've decided to delete the club, saving our fans from further torment. I've kind of changed the last few words of it there for you, mate, but... yeah, I mean, for a second there I was going, who's this? And then when I see the Arsenal thing, alright, fair enough, you got me, fair enough. And yeah, let's be fair, it should probably happen. But then we'd all be denied the gloriousness of laughing at Arsenal every week, wouldn't we? Arsenal are such a banter club. Honestly, I did the game with Mark last night. The two of us did a co-watch along of it, and he was saying beforehand, you know, he was predicting an Arsenal win, and I said, look, mate, don't sleep on Brentford. I think it might be a draw. But I don't think either of us realised quite how Arsenal were going to be last night. They were awful. They were shambolic. Now, Brentford, fair play. Crowd amazing. Performance 100%. Manager top notch. You know, give immense credit to Brentford last night. But, you know, if you're Arsenal and then you look at your next two games, you could easily be 3 games into the season with nil points. How do you watch the game? Oliver, I've explained it loads of times, dude. In Ireland, we don't have a 3 p.m. blackout. So I'm able to watch it on Premier Sports here in Ireland. Arsenal are in the mud. Well, same story, or same shit, different day, isn't it, really, with Arsenal on that one. Thoughts on Everton this season? I'm conflicted, because in one way, obviously, I despise everything about the club and want them to do miserable. But in another way, I always will love Rafael Benitez as a former Liverpool manager. So, as long as they avoid relegation, I just basically want bets for Rafa. I don't really care about Everton, to be honest with you. But they haven't done much great business over the summer, in all honesty. And they didn't have the greatest of squads. Although it's not a bad squad. They could have done with improving it somewhat if they really wanted to challenge for the serious European places. Another free kick here to Chelsea in a shootable position. Yeah, Jens, how are you, mate? Thoughts on Bruno? Well, look, what can I say today, mate? Hat-trick. Sensational. You know, you can't argue with numbers, dude. And he put in a hat-trick today. And, yeah. You guys got to see Sancho make his debut as well. Varane was announced around the game as well. So, pretty good day, all in all, for you Manchester United fans. I was right, you're a Scouser. But, you know, fucking Poirot, mate. Like, it's not hard to figure out. I do run a 100k plus Liverpool channel, and I am well known for being a Liverpool fan, so, you know, you don't get any bonus points here, mate. You know, if we were playing Cluedo, you wouldn't be the winner. Anyway, free kick to Chelsea. Good position again. Mount. It's into the wall this time. Opinion on my team, West Ham. I'm intrigued, Ronnie, mate, to see how they get on this season. Obviously, great end to last year, and everybody was wishing them well. You know, I hope they just fell out of the Champions League places for obvious reasons from a Liverpool perspective, but interested to see how you get on this season. Genuinely, I'm certain of a top half finish, but after that, I don't know is the honest answer. But I'm intrigued. Quite like this chap. Why, thank you, sir. Much appreciated, Liam. You'll get to see a lot of me as the season goes on, ladies and gentlemen. I am part of the That Football crew. The only other person that they trust to host the game, silly them. Silly them. At some point in the season, they'll understand I'll land everyone in a whole lot of trouble. Chelsea again, and the attack down the right, ball back. Pulisic. Nah, comes to nothing, goes out off Pulisic actually for a goal kick. Who scored? Alonso. Brilliant free kick. Brilliant. Like, you got to give full credit. It was an expertly taken free kick. The only downside about being on That Football here, folks, is that I don't get to use my magnificent chair that I use for Anfield Agenda, which is, like, comfy as hell, and I'm sitting here in a back-breaking computer chair. But don't worry, I won't go full Goldbridge and start giving you crotch shots halfway through. Poor old man has to stretch a lot. You mean, you'd think at this point he'd just have a team of masseurs on standby, wouldn't you? To come in, or a Theragun or one of those type of things. Any other updates to the goal scenarios, Mr. Crosby?
No. Nothing new.
So, as things stand, it's Burnley, bloody Burnley, 1, Brighton 0, Everton 0, Southampton 1, Leicester 0, Wolves 0, and Watford 1, Villa 0. And of course, here in our main game, it's Chelsea 1, Crystal Palace 0. Do I think Vieira will succeed at Palace? I honestly haven't got a clue. Hodgson always did alright there, and while you have Zaha in your team, you know, you should be doing semi-decent. They lost Townsend. How big a loss that'll be, I don't know. And the God's honest truth is, I just don't know how good of a manager Vieira is, and I don't know how patient the Palace board will be with him. So I'm intrigued to find out. Vieira out. Vieira will flop. Adama is shocking at finishing. Well, yes, that is true. It's one of the reasons, like, when he's been linked to Liverpool quite a bit, I've never been somebody that wanted him at Liverpool, to be honest. So, obviously, Adama Traore must have missed a sitter there somewhere, because a load of people saying, how did he miss the sitter? So, that would have been what, Wolves 1-0 up away at Leicester, which would have been a very good start for them. Are the blackouts only on Saturdays? Yes, 3 PM on Saturdays, mate. That's the only blackout time. I have faith in Vieira. Good. You should have faith in your manager. Or, it's good to see somebody backing a new manager. 8 minutes to go till half time here. Still Chelsea 1, Crystal Palace 0 via that Marcus Alonso free kick. Just as I say that, I'm starting to get a cramp in my back, but I refuse to acknowledge it by flinching. I'll just go crippled here. Must be closing in towards 500k now, ladies and gents. Please do keep hitting that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video. Let me gloat to Goldbridge that we hit 500k when he wasn't here. Bruno, Pogba, said Cole Ferguson. Oh man, it kills me to say those words, dude, but I'm not a hater. You guys got a great win today, and 5-1 against a rival of yours in Leeds. I know there's no love lost between United fans and Leeds fans, so yeah, what a win that was for you guys to kick off the season. So if Mark was here, how would he watch it? I'll use a phrase we use in Ireland, with a bit of skullduggery. That's all I'm saying. I'm not landing anybody or anything in hot water. But, there are ways. And, clever am I. Predictions for the Liverpool game. I'm afraid to make any, because I'm known for jinxing. So, yeah, I'm afraid to make any. I hope a win, obviously, just to get the season off and running. But I'm also really intrigued for the team news to come out as well. What do I think the Spurs transfer window? I don't know a lot about some of the guys they've signed. Like, I don't know much about Gill, to be honest with you. The keeper's a completely unknown quantity to me as well. So I really don't know what to make of Spurs window. But what I'll say is, I don't think if you're a Spurs fan, you should be looking into or looking forward to an attacking style of football with Nuno. We know the way Nuno set his Wolves team up, hard to break down, but not involved in what we'd call free-flowing attacking football at times. Who's heavy breathing? I don't know, mate. I think you might be on a phone call with somebody else there. That's, I'd call the police on that type of behaviour there, mate. 2-0. 2-0. Chelsea have got their second. It's Christian Pulisic, and it came from a spill from the goalkeeper. 2-0 right before half-time. It is Christian Pulisic. It will stand, and I will talk you through it now in a second, but it's 2-0 at the bridge. She's just increasing the pressure on my team, Liverpool, to get a result today.
1-0 Leicester, though.
1-0 to Leicester as well. We'll just talk you through this update. It was a ball out wide by Chelsea. I'm looking into the box, see there was no runners. Ball across. Oh, keeper just made a hames of it. Keeper just did not hold the cross and palmed it straight into the path of Christian Pulisic, who couldn't believe his luck. Lofted the ball up a little bit into there, and it's 2-0. And as Connor shouted over to me, 1-0 to Leicester City as well in that game.
It's Jamie Vardy with a goal.
Jamie Vardy's having a party. Of course he is. So all the big guns off to a good start. Pressure really ramping up on Liverpool now. Obviously, when I say big guns, I don't include Arsenal in any way, shape or form in that. But, yeah, United off to a good start. Chelsea off to a good start here. Leicester currently 1-0 up as well. Pressure mounts on my boys for half 5.
2-0 Watford.
2-0 Watford.
Yeah.
Watford doing bits. 2-0 Watford. Updates and the goals coming in quick and fast, ladies and gentlemen. Watford 2, Aston Villa 0. Southampton 1, Everton 0, Southampton 1. And bloody Burnley 1-0 up against Brighton. What time's the Norwich Liverpool game? It's a 5:30 PM UK kick-off time. Air coverage on Anfield Agenda if you want to pop over and say hello. We'll be starting about 5 o'clock. Who scored the second Watford goal?
Sir.
Ismaila Sarr with the second goal for Watford. Nuno Espirito Santo was Mourinho's backup keeper at Porto. Clearly an influence on his coaching, all tactical appointments to replace Jose. Yeah, it's a kind of, as I was saying, a like for like, not what Spurs fans will be looking forward to, David. Thank you for the super chat, mate. But maybe he'll change, you never know, maybe he'll open up a little bit. Anfield Agenda out. Suck my nuts, mate. Anfield Agenda all the way. Villa missing Grealish. Well, look, of course they were going to. But they couldn't turn down £100 million. We are heading for half-time here at the bridge. We're into just about the last 2 minutes plus additional time. Palace will do well now to keep the score down. Villa in the mud. Yep. And yeah, the team I backed for relegation beating the team I backed for 7th by 2-0 so far. Hashtag Goldbridge out. Yes, let's get that trending. I'm only messing. Love Mark, good friend. Are we closing in on the 500k, folks? Don't forget, bottom right hand corner, hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video. Keep your comments coming in as well. It's great to be out of the box, by the way. I really enjoyed this, having all this extra space and not being stuck in a box. Oh, side netting from Werner. It should have been 3, but Timo's gone Timo. It was a good cross in left hand side. Werner opens up his body, couldn't quite direct it past the keeper at the near post, and it's side netting, but the movement is still there. As I keep saying, as much as we laugh and joke and all, he keeps getting in the right positions. Nice little drop off as well to create the yard of space. And look, it wasn't the easiest of chances for Werner, but it's side netting. Get this ugly mug off and bring in Mark. How about... Nah, I'm going to be nice, mate. I'm not even going to tear you apart. I'm just going to boot you out. So, yeah, there you go. Ugly. Ugly. Motherfucker, look at this. Not a wrinkle. Look at these eyelashes. Look at these eyes. These are come to bed eyes, mate. Do you know what I mean? Just be grateful I don't flash them at your owl one, because nobody can resist. Get this ugly mug off the screen. Mate, you wished. You would. If you woke up looking like this, mate, you'd just stand in the mirror all day knocking one out, let's be honest. Aspilicueta, ball back inside to Jorginho, to Werner. Give me hope, Joanna, give me hope, Joanna, give me hope, Joanna, till the morning come. My guy be looking penned, do you know what I mean? You know what's up, mate. I'm loving the banter, folks. In all honesty, thank you very much for your kind welcome. It's been good fun. We've got 1 minute of additional time here at the end of the first half. Looks like Chelsea will be going in 2-0 at the break. This ain't Goldbridge. I can tell that by the clear bridge in talent. This guy is so much better. Is a comment I just totally created out the back of my arse. Da 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 da. Don't let the haters get to you. I don't. There's a reason I'm in this chair, mate, and there's a reason that no other YouTubers are in this chair. It's because Mark only trusts one person to come in and do the job, and that's yours truly. I take that as a compliment, and I take that as a massive W. So I'm very proud to be sitting in this chair. I'm very proud to be part of the That's Football family, and I'm very proud to be taking you guys towards 500,000 subscribers. So hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the video, and we have here half time. Here at Stamford Bridge, let me stop the clock, and it is Chelsea 2, Crystal Palace 0. First goal was a brilliant free kick from Marcus Alonso. Second one, a very poacher's finish, let's say, from Christian Pulisic after the Palace keeper spilled what was a fairly straightforward cross. Are you in Mark's house? No, mate. Jeez, I get lost in there. I wouldn't know which wing to find them in. Do you know what I mean? If you're in Mark's house, you need a Segway to get around. I heard he give guided tours of his house as well. There's a little train that goes around the outside of it. But I live in a mere mortal house, you know. I said to him the other day on the stream, Mark, you won't believe this. Some people actually have houses that are stuck onto another person's house. Imagine it, Scarlet. And I live in one of those. I'm a council house dude, so yeah. Let's get 500k. Let's do it. Let's go. Are we got half times right across the Premier League? Let me just check up. Give me hope, Joanna. Pretty much half time straight across the board. Still a little bit of injury time being played there at Burnley against Brighton. Watford 2-0 up, Leicester 1-0 up, and Everton 1-0 down to Southampton. Goldbridge running Neverland. I'm saying nothing. I am saying nothing. I'm not touching that comment. Football is coming home to Anfield. You got any bets for the boxing tonight, mate? Not yet, John. I'm gonna wait till later. I like a last minute bet on the L boxing. Just subscribe, said Emmanuel. Thank you very much, sir. You're an absolute gent. And let's keep hitting that subscribe button and see if we can't get towards the magical 500,000 here on That's Football. You're all part of the family. You're all very welcome, and you're all as important as well. Everybody except Sean. You're not important, Sean. Sorry, mate. I'm only joking. I just picked a random name out there. I don't even know if there's a Sean in the chat. Who's winning the hurling final? It doesn't involve Dublin, buddy, so I don't know. You know, I don't watch much bog ball, to be honest with you. We have Goldbridge at home, says Rambo Mom. Rambo Mom, what a name! Rambo Mom, you love to see it. I wish my man was called Rambo. Just subscribe, gorgeous. You're welcome, you sexy little minx. Well played. Let's get 500k. Let's do. Final score prediction. I can only see a couple more Chelsea goals, to be fair. Palace have not looked like creating anything whatsoever. Let me just finish off this bottle of water. So, excuse me if you hear a bit of a gulping sound, but, you know, I need to rehydrate and all this. Thoughts on James Madison to Arsenal rumours? Honestly, I seriously don't understand it from Madison's point of view, said YUFC. And thank you for the super chat, mate. Look, there's no denying it would be a backward step in James Madison's career. Arsenal are behind Leicester City right now as a club, and the direction that they're going, in the quality of their squad, in their manager. Even if you look at the investment from Leicester City, they are going to add another 8,000 seats, I believe, to the King Power, which, look, won't bring it anywhere near the capacity of the Emirates. They've also spent 100 million quid on a fantastic training facility. They're building, I think, a 100-room or 120-room hotel as well behind the King Power, or beside the King Power. And they're just a club going in the right direction, so I wouldn't be in any hurry to leave Leicester City if I was James Madison. Give us back Goldbridge. No. Right, on to the next one. You're the only reason I subscribe. Thank you. I don't get the hate, ladies and gentlemen. I know I'm not Mark Goldbridge. I know Goldbridge is special. You'll get to know me. You'll get to like me. We'll have some fun. Be kind, you'll get it back from me. Be an arsehole, you'll get booted out of the chat. It's as simple as that. And none of you are as clever as you think you are, the ones that try to troll. And I love a good troll. I mean, I always highlight a good troll. But, you know, the egg stuff, the haircut stuff, try be somewhat original, at least. Like, you know, we've heard the Darragh O'Brien lookalike, the Bateson lookalikes. I've heard them all over time. And some of them I appreciate, they're funny. I think you're doing a great job. Thank you, Josh. Much appreciated. Who's your barber? He's a fella from Fleet Street, mate. I hope somebody got that reference. Please tell me somebody got the Demon Barber Fleet Street reference. Very funny, James Cleary. Very funny, mate. But in answer to your question, not quite my cup of tea, fella. That doesn't even make sense. Mark, where is your here? Okay, we've gone from bad trolling now to me needing a translator. Thoughts on Koundé to Chelsea rumours? Yeah, look, he goes against everything that you'd normally go for with regards to a centre-back in the Premier League, isn't it? Like, we spoke about Ben White yesterday. And as a Liverpool fan, I've seen the scouting report, and the scouting report questioned his aerial duel ratio, and that was one of the reasons why Liverpool held back off following up on their interest in Ben White. And with Jules Koundé, you've got somebody, I believe, who's about 5'10", but it depends on the system that Chelsea play with him. If they play with him in the middle of a 3, I think they'll be alright, or to the right of a 3, I think they'll be alright. Once he's surrounded by, you know, 2 taller guys. But Jules Koundé is a very, very good centre-back. Plenty of improvement left in him, and somebody who, if I was a Chelsea fan and Chelsea signed him, I'd be very happy. What's the sub count, Mr. Crosby? I'm getting too excited about this. Genuinely, I'm getting overly excited about this. Do I have a favourite position? Yes, mate. Me lying on the bottom doing no work whatsoever. Oh, were you talking about football? Sorry. Yeah, I was a goalkeeper. Which basically involved me doing no work as well. So you can see the pattern. Would you like scotch with that egg? Brilliant, mate. I mean, a bit of sausage meat wrapped around the egg dipped in breadcrumbs. You're a genius. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. What have we got? What shampoo do you use? It's a special one that only influencers can buy called ODRL one. You won't be able to buy it, so don't even look. It's only for influencers and A-listers. Thoughts on Lukaku is it's a scary proposition, Chelsea having Lukaku back. You know, he was excellent at Inter Milan. This guy looks like Anfield Agenda. Well done, mate. It's probably because I am. Yes, they've signed up here for the season to bring a bit of machismo to That's Football for the season. So you'll see me on here probably 7 hours a week's worth, maybe something like that. And that'll be, of course, on my own channel, Anfield Agenda, for today, for the Norwich game, and right throughout the season as well. Ballbridge runs the show now. You know what's up, Ben. You know what's up. My back is genuinely broken here. Oh. Need me one of them Goldbridge masseurs that he has on tap. You support United, right? Me arse. I'm a Liverpool fan, mate, and proud of it. You're a great guy, mate. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate all the support in the chat. It's such a shame I have to block all the people with the egg comments. Genuinely is such a shame that you'll never be able to comment again. What club do you follow in Ireland? It's a difficult one to answer because I wouldn't be the biggest League of Ireland fan, but my whole family are Shelbourne fans. I always felt if Shelbourne would be my answer, but I feel an affinity to Bray Wanderers because I grew up less than 3-4 miles away from the Carlisle grounds. Bacon and egg soda bread. Oh, you dirty, dirty boy jockey. I do love a bit of soda bread, mate. Bacon, soda bread, sausage, brown sauce. You're on to a winner. Can't argue. And do you know what? I shit you not, mate. I have those ingredients in the fridge, and I'm probably now you've probably made my dinner decision for me, fella. What have you done to Goldbridge? You don't want to know. It's bad. It's really bad. Yeah, basically he's tarred and feathered. So he's walking around right now looking like Donald Duck's had a bit of a long weekend. Celtic or Rangers? Neither. I'm not bothered, mate. I don't do Scottish football. In fact, I'd probably say Aberdeen just to be awkward. Do I call it fudge or potato bread? I call it potato farl, actually. Farl. What would you call it, Connor?
What is it?
Potato farl.
I've no idea what it is.
Oh, you freak. Yeah. Sorry, we're just arguing here amongst Irish people about more potato-based products. Just absolutely no stereotypical type nonsense going on here. As a Man United fan, love you to bits, mate. You're the only one I can say without feeling guilty. Keep up the good work at Anfield Agenda. Thank you so much, VJ. Thank you, mate. You're very kind. What have we got? Thomas said, "Hey Craigo, hope you're doing great. Any chance of That's Football point somewhere in Dublin? I'd love to have a drink with you." Absolutely. I can't give too much away because it's his content, but there's something that Goldbridge is doing that I'm trying to get him to do a part of in Dublin, so we can go out and about together for the day. Around some of his old haunting grounds and stomping grounds when he lived in Dublin. And yeah, but look, of course, we're probably going to arrange a meet and greet up in Dublin anyway at one point. And defo, mate, always. And if anybody ever does see me out and about, you know, please do come up and say hello. It's always lovely to say hello to people. And look, don't be put off by the sex appeal. It's okay, I am a mere mortal. You know, you may go up and say, I can't, he's too handsome, but don't worry, don't let your own ugliness fool you. It's fine, I'll be grand. I'm only joking. I do love to chat to people on the very rare occasions that I go out. What are we at the sub count? Are we there? Are we close? Soda farl is Irish, not soda bread. What? Soda farl is what I eat anyway. Soda bread, are you talking about brown soda or white soda? Because I don't class white soda as soda. Brown soda bread is delicious. And again, also have it in the house. What's your favourite holiday in Ireland? Belfast. 100% Jay. Belfast. I love it to bits. Love the place. I was really disappointed I didn't get to go up to Féile an Poblacht, which was basically Festival of the People that was on in Belfast over the last week. So you may have seen that there was some boxing on in Windsor Park. And then that they had like Paul van Dyk playing. They had an MMA event on. They had loads of great stuff. It was a 10-day long festival. And I really wanted to get up, but I just couldn't, unfortunately. And yeah, it was brilliant to see Mick Conlon fighting up there, and I would have really loved to get up for the fight, but I'll be over in Leeds. If anyone's going to the Warrington Lara fight, I'll be over there. Excuse me, as will Connor at the start of September, and we'll also be over for the AJ Usyk fight in Spurs Stadium in the later part of September, if anybody's heading to that as well. There's a pub in Belfast near where my wife and I stay. We stay down in the Queen's district of Belfast in a beautiful little boutique hotel called Duke's at Queen's. But it's in the student area because it's right beside Queen's University. And there's a pub up the road that has the best name of any student pub I've ever heard in my life. It's called Filthy McNasty's. And, I mean, come on. If that doesn't just make you want to go in and have a pint, I don't know what will. Have I had Indian food? I'm a pussy, mate. I don't like. I'm a really plain, boring eater. Now, my wife and my daughter love Indian food, but I'm just a cheesy naan bread man. I'm so boring and plain when it comes to food, you wouldn't believe it. Although obviously I eat a fair amount of it. Like, don't get me wrong, but I expect a Goldbridge, even though it said with Craig Holden. You won't be disappointed. We'll all have fun. Second half's about to get underway anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Just to take you through the other half-time scores. Burnley 1, Brighton 0, Everton 0, Southampton 1, Leicester City 1, Wolves 0, Watford 2, Villa 0. And in this game, Chelsea 2, Crystal Palace 0. Where are we with the sub numbers?
It says 499, so.
We're closing in, folks. We're closing in. Keep hitting that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video. Second half about to get underway. What's your opinion on the mighty Cork? We'll be down there, actually. We'll be down there the week after next, filming an interview with Gary Spike O'Sullivan. We're underway in the second half here at the bridge. So yeah, I haven't been down to Cork in a good while. Connor was down there recently, said he had a good time. Do I moisturise my head? Actually, I don't, to be honest with you. The very odd time it does get a bit dry, and I will ask the wife if she got any Nivea cream or anything, but usually no. Crystal Palace now with the ball centre of the park. Down the left channel, easily defended by Chelsea. Do I think Leicester could get top 4? I think they are the best place of the rest, but I still don't think anybody will break the top 4 this year. Connor, thank you for the super chat. Said, love seeing you on That's Football. I'm an Irishman myself. Come on down to town, have a fair few of football, and as United man, I'll have great respect for you. Thank you, dude. Appreciate that. What are your thoughts on Limerick, bro? I feel like you know me too well or something here, people. I'm actually going to be on a media panel for the University of Limerick for Word FM for a student conference later on this month as well. So it is going to be done virtually, but yeah, I will be speaking on a panel on the University of Limerick as well. But yeah, I love it. Another great city that they've done amazing work with over the past 20 years.
Everton 1-1.
1-1. Everton 1-1. They've managed to equalise against Southampton. Let me just change that score. So Everton are back on level terms. Ball in. Alonso forces a good save from the keeper again. Palace clear the second ball. And it's another free kick to Chelsea in a shootable position. Who would have thought it, eh? A free kick to Chelsea in a shootable position. Feels like something I've said about 7 or 8 times today.
Richarlison with a goal.
Richarlison with the goal. Oh, he's that lad, isn't he? He's that lad that if he's in your team, you love him. If he's not in your team, drives you mad. And yeah, Richarlison with the first goal of the Rafa Benitez reign in the Premier League at Everton. And they have equalised against Southampton. So 1-1 at Goodison Park. Palace keeper setting his wall again. It's about 2 or 3 yards further from where Alonso absolutely buried the one in the first half, ladies and gentlemen. So, have I ever been to Anfield? Yes, mate, loads and loads. I've been somewhere between 30 and 50 times. I've been to a couple of Champions League finals as well. Anyway, Alonso over this one, Mount over it. Who's going to hit it? Alonso? No, couldn't quite get it up and down this time. Goes over and behind for a goal kick. Cryer, thank you so much for the super chat. Very kind of you. Has the Leicester game kicked off for you? I'm just being updated. I have Connor keep me updated on the score. So let me just check here on the app.
Yeah, it's in the 47th minute.
Yeah, 2 minutes into the second half there in the Leicester game. Mark's gone bald. Yeah. He's got bald, and he unfortunately, you know, having spent time in Ireland, he's also suffering with bins. Bins is something very serious that enough men don't talk about, and it's people like me that have the courage to bring what bins is to the forefront. And if you aren't aware what bins is, it's very simply big Irish nut syndrome, and us Irish men are known to have it. And Mark, having spent time here in Ireland, did pick up and contract bins, so he is suffering with those big Irish nuts today and has to have a rest. Hey Craig, up the Reds today from Mitchell Costello. How are you, Mitchell? Lovely to see you in, mate. Appreciate the support. It's nice seeing some of the Anfield Agenda crew coming across to show me some love. Opinions, I don't know who that is. Oh, sorry, Kelly Harrington, sorry. I think you misspelled the Kelly part, that's what threw me. Love the goal post box, by the way. And yeah, Ireland's third boxing gold medal, which is fantastic. Overall, I mean, sorry. I hope you're well, mate. Keep up the good work and silence the haters. That's the plan, Joe. That is the plan, my man. Thank you for the super chat. But look, ladies and gents, if I can ask you, please do hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video as well. And let's see if we can't get to the magical 500k, or at least get as close to it as we can. Oh, I forgot my dog was actually still in here. He's just snoring there. Somebody said earlier on, what's the heavy breathing? And I was thinking, I don't think I'm breathing heavy. They wouldn't hear Connor. I forgot my dog's actually on the floor there asleep as well on his little bed. Who scored for Everton? Richarlison, mate. Richarlison with the goal. Chelsea just knocking the ball around now, centre of the park. "40 to 50 times, you'd know, so BS my guess." Well, firstly, dickhead, I said 35 to 50 times, so you might want to go back and re-listen. And secondly, do you honestly think I keep count of how many times I've been to Anfield? Like, let's imagine for a second that you've seen a naked woman. I know we're stretching it a bit, but if you've been in a relationship with said naked woman, do you keep track of the amount of times you've shagged her? Do you have a little calendar that you write down every time you've shagged a bird? I mean, come on, mate. I don't know exactly how many times I've been. Some of them have been to screenings of both, like, Champions League semi-finals when we've been away legs. Some of them have been to games. So you call BS on you all you want, mate. I don't have to prove anything to you other than the fact that I'm sitting here in the Billy Big Bollocks chair and you're sitting at home in the Johnny No Bollocks chair. So, yeah, there you go, fella. Don't come at the king, mate, because you won't win. There's only going to be... You won't out-banter me, I promise you. You call bullshit. Man's probably sitting somewhere in Timbuktu in a fucking black jersey from about 19 years ago, watching on a fucking black and white television, telling me I've never been to Anfield, thinking he's Johnny, all the fans. It's people like you, mate, that are the problem. Do you know that? And what, let's say, for instance, by the way, let's say I've never been to Anfield, never set foot in the place. How would that make any difference to you? Does that mean I don't love a club or support a club? So if somebody lives in Australia and they haven't had a chance or the ability to save up to get to Old Trafford, Stamford Bridge, Anfield, are they less of a fan? Because you probably only listen to music from the town that you were born in, don't you? You know, only watch football in the town you were born in. Heaven forbid you even have food outside the town you were born in. And all the clothes that you wear are from the town that you're born in. I've been through this argument before, mate. It doesn't wash, it doesn't hold up, and it's the argument of somebody with no argument. What do I think of Canade? I think he's a very good signing, mate. I'm not just saying that because he's through the door at Liverpool, but he's the one I wanted ahead of Upamecano. Chance here for Palace. Right hand side. Oh, they overthought it. Ball across again. Overthought it. And that there, ladies and gentlemen, is why Wilfried Zaha will never be at the very top level. Because if that's a Mohamed Salah, if that's a Marcus Rashford, if that's a Romelu Lukaku, if that's a Sergio Aguero, they're getting their shot away and they're making the keeper work. And that was just... Yeah, it was good defending by Rudiger, don't get me wrong, but there you go. Can we have a dog reveal? He's asleep and I'm not waking him up because my dog's a whore, and once I wake him up he'll want attention all day. Violated the clown, said Ollie, the PE teacher. Ball over the top. I've just got one simple rule in any of my chats. If you come in and show respect and show love, you will get it back from me and the people in the chat 10 times over. If you come in and act like a twat, you're not what we need or want in the football community, because, you know, it has a bad enough reputation, particularly amongst fan content. And the likes of myself and Mark and others are working hard to try and remove toxicity from fan content and get it back to the good name it should have. So let's all just show each other some love and we'll have more fun. And keep the banter coming, by the way. I mean, we're all happy to sit here and slag Arsenal. I mean, that's par for the course. Have I ever been to Australia? No, haven't had the pleasure yet, mate. Hope to get there, but it's one of those places that if you're going to go to Australia, you really want to be gone for 4 to 6 weeks, don't you? To try and experience as much of it as you can. But no, I haven't had the pleasure yet. Do I think people will target Van Dijk's injury? I don't see how you really can target his injury, to be fair. Yeah, I'm intrigued to see. I mean, over pre-season we've seen Van Dijk at 23, 40 and then 70 minutes. So, you know, I won't lie and say he's back to his best. But even a 70% Van Dijk still good enough to get through the majority of these games. And so I am intrigued to see how it goes on. Joshua or Fury? Difficult question. My head says Fury. My heart says Joshua. And I think the next 2 fights will give us an even clearer answer. I mean, let's wait and see. Because Usyk, you know, will Joshua walk through his punches like Chisora did at times? Will Usyk give any problems? You know, technically Usyk will give AJ problems, but will he be able to deal with the real heavyweights? And then, of course, we have Fury versus Wilder. And I think we all expect a similar outcome in that one. What breed is my dog? He's a half Westie, half Scotty. So he's a tiny little thing. Channel name. My channel, Anfield Agenda. Other than that, I don't know what the question could be about. Did something happen to Mark? I swear people don't think Mark ever needs a rest as well. I mean, Mark's one of the hardest working lads in the industry. He's he's just sharing the love around and letting me get some time on the channel and you know, trying to build out that's football as the season goes on. And, you know, he's got time in the United Stand to do, and he'll be working again tomorrow and lots of other projects. So yeah, I'm just fortunate enough that I get to step in and do a few watch-alongs, and very grateful for the opportunity. Excuse me.
You learned that script very well.
Yeah, that's exactly what Mark told me to say. I think I've read that exactly as he's worded it. You've got a Yorkshire Terrier. Lovely little dogs, mate. Lovely little dogs. Still, as we were here at Stamford Bridge, 57 minutes gone. Chelsea 2, Crystal Palace 0. And no other goal updates so far. Watford still 2-0 up. Leicester 1-0 up. Chelsea 2-0 up, as I said. Burnley 1-0 up against Brighton. And United gave a whooping out to Leeds earlier on today, 5-1, as I'm sure you good people know. Thoughts on Errol Spence Jr. withdrawn from the Pac-Man fight? Yeah, I heard that. I actually only heard that myself last night. Strike! 3-0! 3-0! Is that Chalobah?
Yeah.
Chalobah with the goal. And it was an excellent strike. Dare I say, as a Liverpool fan, shades of Vladimir Smicer in Istanbul about it. Faded across the keeper from right to left into the corner. Chalobah's got himself a goal, surrounded by all of his teammates who are absolutely delighted for him. What a moment for the young man. And it's 3-0 to Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. And look, it is a nice moment when stuff like this happens, and you can see his teammates are delighted for him. And that looks like, as somebody pointed out at the start, you know, a big future ahead for the young man. And that makes it 3-0 to Chelsea, and pretty much game, set and match for Thomas Tuchel's men. Let's just talk you through it though. It starts out on the left hand side. Jorginho plays a little ball. Little 1-2. It switched across then to Chalobah. He takes a touch, another one, then says, hell, I'm going to have a strike, and buries it bottom corner. In off the post. Couldn't have hit it any better. Let's have another look. Let's enjoy it again. Bit of swerve on it. You ask yourself again, the keeper looks like he got a hand on it, but I don't care. It's not about the keeper. It's about the young man scoring his goal, and it was a well taken finish. 3-0 to Chelsea. I think Chalobah will be going into a lot of FPL teams all of a sudden. Very, very good strike from the young man. Oh, look, there's always one that got jammy in there. Triple captain Bruno Fernandes this week. Oh, mate, fair play. I mean, am I hating on you? Yeah, but fair play. Craig, who's your favourite player for Newcastle? That's got to be Saint-Maximin, hasn't it? It's got to be. Palace now on the attack. Can they salvage anything from the game? We're at the hour mark pretty much. Chelsea 3 goals to the good. Oh, I thought we nearly had a penalty incident there, but the Chelsea player just about pulled his leg back in time. I love these watch-alongs when rival fans appreciate good goals. Respect you, man. Look, I often say this, I never get the disrespect and stuff towards others. We all fell in love with the game because of the greats, because of the Ronaldos, the Messis, the Maradonas, the George Bests, the Kenny Dalglishs, however it is. There were players that did beautiful things with the football that made us love the sport, that made us want to play it as kids. And yes, we have our own teams, we have our own countries. But if you don't appreciate the beauty of the game, I don't think you're a true fan. So yeah, look, I don't want Chelsea to win, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to sit here and say when they do something well, because, you know, I know and can see what that moment meant to that young man. And as somebody who tried and failed to be a footballer, I can imagine the sheer joy in that moment for him, and I wouldn't begrudge him it. One more goal, please, Chelsea. We're not bottom of the league. How am I watching this? There's no 3 p.m. blackout in Ireland, so they show us one game a week, and this week it was Chelsea Palace that was able to watch, mate. What would your preferred lineup today be versus Norwich? I know we're getting very close to lineup time. I think if I remember correctly, I went with, in my prediction, Alisson, Trent, Kanade, Van Dijk, Tsimikas because Robbo's out, Milner, Keita. I think I went for Harvey Elliott, and then Salah, Jota, Mane, but I don't think that'll be Klopp's 11. The 3 p.m. thing is absolutely stupid. I agree with all of you on that one. I think it's something that you could maybe understand all those years ago when it was brought in, with how global football is now and fan bases all around the world. I think it's silly because, you know, most of us, like, I go to Anfield 10 times a season if I could get a ticket to 10 games, but it's nigh on impossible, and I refuse to pay £600 or £700 for a hospitality package to go watch a game of football. So I refuse to line touts' pockets as well. So yeah, with the fact so many of us just can't go to games, it does seem really odd that people in the UK and Ireland, Scotland and Wales and Northern Ireland can't watch football. Oh, chance for Palace, headed towards to Chelsea goal, but well saved by Mendy. Do I know why there was a 3 p.m. blackout? Yes. It was brought in because it was brought in to keep attendances up, not just in the top division, but in, you know, the old second division and below. But it used to be that most people worked a 5.5 day week. So whether you worked in a factory or whatever, you worked Monday to Friday and then up to 1 p.m. on a Saturday. And they wanted to save the attendances at live games from falling. This was before they invented the Premier League and before, you know, the English game became as global as it is. So it was brought in to just save live attendances and keep clubs earning money. So it was brought in with good intentions, but of course over time with the globalisation of the sport and the fact that, you know, other countries, let's say if you're in Canada right now, you can watch the games. If you're in Dubai or anywhere like that, you can watch them be in sport. If you're in Norway, you can watch the games. So it just feels like you're getting punished, doesn't it, for being from a part of the world where, you know, you can't get a ticket because it's sold out anyway. Alonso again with a cross. It's blocked into the Crystal Palace keeper's hands. Do you think it's bad to support a team from the other side of the country? No. I think I'm somebody that never understood this. Like, as an example, I've only gotten into NFL in the past 18 months, and I would class myself as a new fan of a particular NFL team. And I will be probably looked down upon by people who've watched the game their entire life. But I would never judge anybody for when they fell in love with a sport, what team they choose, or why they chose it. You don't choose a football club. The football club chooses you. So whenever you get that bug and fall in love with a club, you run with it and you enjoy it, and don't let anybody tell you can or can't do anything. Your love for your club is your love, and you enjoy it, mate, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. That support your locals a load of me arse. Honestly, just support your locals, great and easy to say when your local is a Premier League club. But if you want and enjoy top level football and you support a Premier League club, yes, you should always try and go to a League of Ireland game or a non-league game around your area. Certainly, support grassroots football, but, you know, it's not a one or the other decision. Nothing is black and white, it's nuanced. Werner with a strike there that, let's just say, was closer to hitting the 18-yard line than it was the goal. But yeah, look, I don't like this whole one or the other. We seem to be forced into boxes as a society now. Everything has to be, we're all on one side or we're all on the other side. You know, we're all one political party, we're all the other. We're all vaccinated or we're unvaccinated, or, you know, there's a nuance in all of this. And I think if we all just have conversations, we figure out that we've a lot more in common. There's no need for the hate and the aggro. Here comes Azpilicueta now. He's being substituted off. 66 minutes on the clock. Still no other updates in the Premier League. Just having a look through the goals here now. Still as we stand. I support Man United, but I'm Portsmouth. Cool. You do you, man. And enjoy it. Who do I think the Premier League, or who do I think will win the Premier League? My prediction was for City to win it, mate, in all honesty. We all know that they want the Champions League above and beyond everything else, but for the good of football and for my own sanity, I hope that Paris Saint-Germain and Manchester City never, ever, 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 forever, ever, forever, ever, lift the Champions League, ever. Ever. And did I say ever? I meant ever. Here we go again. Chelsea on the attack, pulled back. And away comes Christian Pulisic with the ball.
3-0 Watford.
Watford 3-0. Watford doing bits. 3-0. What an opening day of the season for Cisco, the new Watford manager. Tong, 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 tong. Have to sing it, don't you?
First manager to be sacked, yeah?
Yeah, that was another brilliant prediction by me. Do I support an NBA team? I don't, mate. No, I don't watch much NBA at all, to be fair. And to be fair, I'll be honest with you, this is where I become a bit of a hypocrite, because I often say to people, I don't understand why people support a player over a club. So we've a lot of Messi or Ronaldo or Neymar, people that will follow... Sorry, there was an attack by Chelsea there. That will follow the player around. Now, I started to support the NFL club I'd support because of a player, but when the player leaves, I won't, or retires, I won't change clubs. But I would be lying if I said it wasn't one particular fella and the way he went about the game that made me like the NFL. Watford third. Yep, 3-0 up for Watford. We have updated the scores. Yeah, it is the Green Bay Packers, mate. You're right. And it was Aaron Rodgers who was the one that made me fall in love with the NFL and the way he played the game. I just loved the way he got on with it. I just loved the way his brain ticked over. And yeah, it was Aaron Rodgers. You're right. Obviously, Brady's the GOAT. Even I know that, Ben. But yeah, it's Aaron Rodgers. And obviously, it's great to see what Mahomes has done as well with the Kansas City Chiefs. But yeah, I'm a newbie to the sport, but I'm enjoying it. I'm very much looking forward to the new campaign. How not 500k? We're nearly there. Keep hitting that subscribe button, folks. Bottom right hand corner. Drop a like on the video as well. Help get us. We're closing in on 4,000 likes. So first of all, hit that like button. And also don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet. Subscribe to That's Football. There's loads of content coming up this season. Myself and Mark will be doing some watch-alongs together. Some watch-alongs on our own. Mark will be doing some other bits. I'll be doing some other bits as well. But we promise you, this is going to be the place to be for Premier League action outside of specific club stuff. Like Mark will be on the United stand. I'll be later on tonight for the game, the Liverpool game that takes place at 5:30. I'll be straight on the Anfield Agenda when this is over. So please do free to come over and join us on Anfield Agenda as well. Hit the subscribe button over there. But again, keep it tuned here to That's Football for the season ahead. Lots of great stuff coming up. And I'm very, very proud and honoured to be part of the team. Oh! Alice nearly gave away a gift there as we walk inside. Maybe we jog inside the last 20 minutes here at the bridge. Is Mark doing a watch along for Liverpool on this channel? The honest answer is I don't know. I hope he's not, obviously, because I want bigger audience on Anfield Agenda. But I honestly don't know if he is or isn't. Have a look. If it's scheduled, then he would be. Have a look at the scheduled streams. Is there a Villa goal?
Yep, 3-1.
3-1. Villa pull one back. Goal for Aston Villa. I mean, 4 goals in that one. Entertaining game. 3 goals in this one. Not too shabby.
Mad opening there.
Yeah, it is. Some crazy high scoring games. Obviously 6 goals at Old Trafford today. 3 so far at the Bridge. 4 at Vicarage Road there in that one. 2 at Goodison Park for the Everton game.
It was John McGinn with the goal.
McGinn, there you go. A player that was linked to us at Liverpool throughout the summer.
Assist just after coming off the bench.
Assist for Leon Bailey, as Connor said, just came off the bench first game and in with the assist already. Here comes Marcus Alonso charging forward for Chelsea. It's been good as well. I mean, the 2 games I've watched so far this season, there's been no VAR nonsense so far. And I don't know if there was much in the United game earlier because I didn't get a chance to see it, but the Arsenal game last night and this game, we haven't had any VAR interference or, the games have flowed, which has been nice to see.
Just fun fact, what a goal is trending on Twitter.
There you go. What a goal, huh? Here we go, Chelsea again. Pulisic cuts back inside. Oof. I take it the Liverpool team's out, is it?
1 sec. Interesting.
No, I'll just read it out off Twitter 1 sec.
Van Dijk is back.
Van Dijk's back, there we go. Right, Liverpool. For any Liverpool fans in the chat, here's the starting 11 for the game against Norwich. Alisson in goal, Trent at right back, Matip partners Van Dijk, Tsimikas, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Milner, Keita, Mane, Salah, Jota. I wasn't too far off, Connor.
No, Fabinho. He's on the bench, but that's odd.
Interesting. There you go. That is the starting 11 for the Reds today to take on Norwich. Big VVD back. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, his form throughout pre-season and Naby Keita's has been excellent. Interesting to see if they carry that on today. But we are still 16 minutes away from final time here at the Bridge, and it is Chelsea 0, Crystal Palace. Chelsea 3, Crystal Palace 0. And to be honest, Palace haven't really looked like causing too much trouble. But please do keep hitting that subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen. We are so close to getting to 500,000 subscribers here on That's Football. What an achievement that would be for the entire team. Mark and Drawdy have done a great job, but of course I've put the cherry on top.
1-1 Brighton.
Brighton 1-1. Burnley, bloody Burnley, have been pulled back. He's done it to me now as well, the fecker Goldbridge. Even I can't say it now. Brighton 1-1. My relegation candidates are starting to balance out now.
A little bit.
Go on. Go on, said David Barlow.
2-1 Everton.
Oh, Everton have turned it round. 2-1. There. They've came from 1-0 behind to lead 2-1. Richarlison had scored the first. Ball into the right channel here for Chelsea. James cleared from underneath his own post by the Palace defender. Why is it the goals do come in such quick bunches like that? It's mad, isn't it?
It's class though.
Yeah, you love to see it. Is there a Wolves goal?
That's all I can see.
So, just to round up as we currently sit, Burnley 1, Brighton 1, Everton 2, Southampton 1, Leicester City 1, Wolves 0, Watford 3, Aston Villa 1, and Chelsea 3, Crystal Palace 0. Crystal Palace about to make a substitution now. It was Decore that scored the second goal for Everton, by the way. Iwobi with the assist. So, Decore with the second goal, Iwobi with the assist for Everton, for those wondering about their FPLs. Palace in possession. It's merely just a formality now. We're all just running the clock down here. Chelsea have the points in the bag. Who scored for Brighton? Let me just check that for you.
Maupay.
Yeah, Neil Maupay. Of course it was. What the fuck, where's Mark? Oh, I wish I had £1 for every time I see that on the screen. By the end of the season, you'll be all going, WTF, where's Craig? Who's this Goldbridge fraud? Again, please do hit that subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen. Closing in on 500,000 subscribers here, and That's Football. Do I support an Irish team? The term support I was used loosely, but Shelburne. This is Ballbridge, you fools. Well played, Tommy, my man. Well played. Where is Goldbridge? Don't know. Never heard of him.
Who?
Yeah, never heard of him. It's always been That's Football with Craig Holden since day one. It's always been us. Always been me. Welcome to the Matrix, motherfuckers. Mate, you better stay with That's Football. I'm signed up for the season. You'll see me all throughout the season. Sometimes I'll be doing watch-alongs with Mark, sometimes on my own. Sometimes I'll be doing little debates and stuff with Mark maybe as well. But either way, I'm proud to be part of the team, and I thank you guys again for the welcome. Most of you anyway. Some of you have been very naughty, naughty boys. And I would throw in a spank joke there, but you freaks would probably like it, wouldn't you? Are you a musketeer? Yeah, I'm all of them, I suppose. I'd be a bit of... more like D'Artagnan, actually, now that I think about it. Guinness or lager. I actually don't drink, believe it or not. I know. I'm going against everything that my country holds dear, but I'm a non-drinker. Harry Wilson sent off. Don't care, we've sold him. Not our problem. We've got our 12 mil in the bank. Random question, but have I heard of Blythe Spartans? Yes, I absolutely have. 100% have, yes. Do we have a Brighton goal? Another one, Mr. Crosby. Oh, my dog's after waking up.
2-1 Brighton, yeah.
2-1 Brighton. 2-1 Brighton. Bloody Burnley. Relegation fodder, I told you. Told yous. Never doubt yourself again, Craig. Never doubt yourself. By the way, if you guys want to give me a follow over on Twitter, please do, by the way. As you can see, my name is below where it says Live Match Watch Along. My Twitter handle is @CraigHolden. And notice it is a HOULDEN.
3-1 Everton.
3-1 Everton. There you go. We'll change that as well. I am trying to get towards 15k on there, so please do give me a follow if you're on Twitter. @CraigHolden. Any idea who scored the third there for Everton?
Calvert-Lewin.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Good player, to be fair, Calvert-Lewin. I have never seen a man be able to leap so high. Honestly, Dominic Calvert-Lewin's aerial ability is just ridiculously good. Good turnaround there from Everton as well. Going 1-0 down to Southampton, turning it right around to win 3-1. Fair play to him. He's a good player, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Kai Havertz about to come on now to replace Christian Pulisic for the last 10 minutes or so here for Chelsea. Let's hear your prediction for Liverpool versus Norwich. I think... Did I go 4-1 or 3-1?
3-1.
3-1 in my match prediction. Oh, even getting the thumbs up from Goldbridge. Getting a WhatsApp message saying good stream today, pal. That's it, Connor. I'm safe now. I don't have to worry about being battered and killed later on. Whew. Thanks, Mark, if you're watching. Hope you're doing well, buddy. And again, look, you'll get to see me throughout the season, and I hope we grow to like each other, because I like about 79.34875% of you guys right now. But I think we can get that up to 95. And speaking of getting things up, hit that subscribe button. Help us hit towards 500,000 bleeding million. 500,000! My God. To think that Goldbridge has 12 times more than that in his bank account. It's mental, isn't it? He doesn't, I jest. He'd be angry if he only had that amount. I heard he got a round in once. I think they have the bar. They even have the receipt framed somewhere in the pub. Oh, ball back with the keeper. Right, couple of super chats to get through. Cool guy Max69. You got Newcastle to stay up? Yes, I do. Absolutely. My bottom three were Watford, Brentford and Burnley. And we've another super chat. Oh, let's be honest, you'd batter Mark in a scrap. I don't fight, mate. He's my friend. So I'll never get to a point. I'm more likely to hug him to death or shake his hand to death than I am anything else. The old doggo's having a little scratch of his ear there. Oh, bit of a sneeze as well. Fully awake now. Have we hit the 500k yet? There's a few. Congratulations. I don't know if we've done it or not. I'm looking at you here, Crosby.
No idea. What's up, Kevin? It says 499 still.
We're closing in. We're really, 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 really close. Keep hitting that subscribe button. Werner. Chelsea just playing down the clock now. 6 minutes to go. What have we got? Almost about 5,800 people in the chat. Thank you for being with us today, folks. I've really enjoyed your company. We still have time to go, though, so we'll see this one out. Starting lineup for Liverpool. Yeah, no problem. I'll go through that for you now. It is Alisson, Trent, Matip, Van Dijk, Costas Tsimikas, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, James Milner, Naby Keita, Sadio Mane, Mohamed Salah and Diogo Jota. That's the starting 11 for Liverpool against Norwich today. Oh look, we've another fucking genius calling me an egg. Brilliant. At least you put in a capital E, mate. I'll give you credit for that one. You alright, Gizmo? Why are you crying? You sad? Oh no, Gizmo, don't be coming across here. Have I still got Mundo Sporto? We've changed to the Craig station. Look, hang on. There's the... Oh, we got a little scared. There's the doggo reveal. Got a little scared, didn't you, Gizmo? No, you can't jump up, buddy. Got a little scared, didn't you, buddy? Sorry, buddy. Off to bed with you. See, just the sheer power of even lifting the dog. Thanks you for this. Amazing. Arrived yesterday. Met in your... what's this? Arrived yesterday. Met a girl on your channel. Oh, nice one, Jensk. Well played, sir. Bed, Gizmo. Bed. I told you my dog was a whore, didn't I? Gets a pet and now all he wants is love. I'm literally having to pet him here with one hand.
Just shove him over to me.
Gizmo, bed. Bed. Whew. Ah, there you go. Mickey reveal. Mate, we you know, we only have so much of a widescreen camera here. I don't know if it has enough of magnification to actually work. Sorry, Gizmo. I think his nail got caught or something in my top when I was lifting him up. Do I watch the UFC? Yeah, casually. I wouldn't be a massive fan. What part of Ireland am I from? I was born in Dublin, buddy, but I live in the beautiful county of Wexford now. We are counting down towards the end of this game here. Less than 4 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Don't forget, folks, please do keep hitting that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video. Appreciate your time. Am I streaming on Anfield Agenda? Yeah, as soon as I finish here, I'm going to be swapping over, and within 10 minutes I'll be on Anfield Agenda to start the watch-along of the game against Norwich, so hope to see some of you guys over there for that one. No, Canade's on the bench, I think. Is he, Connor?
Bench, yeah.
Yeah, Canade and Fabinho on the bench. Who will win the league? My guess, in all honesty, you know, even with my red tinted glasses on, I'm going to say City and Chelsea will be fighting it out. I'm hoping that it's a close race and United, Liverpool, Chelsea, City are all fighting it out. I'd love a really close title race. I think we all would. Oh, Palace trying an attack, but then literally bodies fell over everywhere. Ward fell over as he was going to cross it. Somebody in the box fell over. Party over on AA. Absolutely, you're all welcome over there. As long as you hit the subscribe button, of course, and help us keep pushing on. Again, though, don't forget, lots and lots of great content coming up on That's Football. I was only joking. Dog loves you, clearly. Oh, I didn't see what you said, Ryan, mate, so I didn't take any offence to it. I felt so bad when I lifted up and I heard the squeal, but often his nail might get caught in something, dude. He's a bit precious, my dog. He isn't what you call a hardy dog. I once remember looking out the back garden and, no joke, seeing him being chased around by a kitten. And I'm not joking. The kitten was chasing him around the garden. Kilmuckridge used to be the summer holiday back in the day. Kilmuckridge, only down the road from me, mate. Only down the road. Still a beautiful spot. Thoughts on the Liverpool lineup? It's fairly as expected, to be fair. On this one though, I mean, it's been a fairly straightforward performance for Chelsea. Got the 3 points everybody expected them to get. And Palace haven't really shown anything today. And if I'm a Palace fan, you know, you've got a new manager in there. It will take time, but they haven't really offered much today in this game whatsoever. Again, just making sure there's been no other changes as well. With the goals. No, still as things stand. Strike. Half-arsed attempt there by Palace, by Benteke, and it goes across. It'll be a Chelsea goal kick. Good live today. Thank you, Joshua. Appreciate it. Again, 4.4k thumbs up, which is always good. Appreciate you guys showing some love, and I really do honestly appreciate the support I've had on my first solo Premier League watch-along here of the season. Obviously, I did some during the Euros, but you know, I was a little bit nervous today, I won't lie to you, doing my first solo watch-along of the season, but thank you guys for having my back as always, and for helping push the channel towards 500,000 subscribers, which I'm sure you guys and the whole team will get there very, very soon.
Chelsea fans chanting you're going down with the Arsenal.
Oh, the banter has started already. You love to see it. Did a great job, man. Thank you. Thank you. Is it Fiona? Thank you. We have, 2 minutes of additional time, of which we have played 30 seconds of. So I'm going to keep you up to date with the other scores as well as those games come to an end. Everton clear 3-1 ahead at Southampton. Leicester City 1-0 up against Wolves still in the 90th minute there. And Watford 3-1 up against Villa. Chelsea just knocking it around. It's been an impressive performance from Chelsea. I mean, they've done what you'd expect them to do. 3 points, clean sheet, goals galore. First goal, probably the pick of the bunch for me. Well, Chalobah's goal was special as well, to be fair. What a moment for the young man, but I do like a free kick, so I just edge Alonso's one, but what a moment for young Chalobah getting his first competitive goal, I believe. Palace clearing their lines. We're into the final 40 seconds now. John Moss is just, I suppose, going to allow this next attack to go on, and that should be it, ladies and gentlemen. I will keep on till the other games finish, of course, just to keep you up to date with those scores. And then I'll be straight over to Anfield Agenda. So if you fancy coming along and joining me for a watch along over there, please do. If not, I'm sure I'll see you guys again in the future. And appreciate your support today. But most importantly, please, please, please do hit that subscribe button. Help the lads get to the 500,000 subscribers. Bottom right hand corner. Oh, I'm definitely going to watch along for the Liverpool game over my own channel, mate. Definitely. You know, we're a mere 114,000 subscriber channel. Ref's blown up. It's all over at the bridge. Chelsea have beaten Crystal Palace by 3-0. We'll keep going with you guys just to see out the other results as well, just in case anything happens in any of those. But as it currently sits, Burnley are 2-1 down now against Brighton. The Chelsea game is over. Everton 3-1 up against Southampton, and Leicester 1-0 up as things stand. Watford 3-1 up as well. So yeah, nothing major on the opening day. No real surprises there. Well, I suppose to be fair, Watford Villa, it may be a surprise in all fairness, but it is to me because I expected Watford to go straight down. But as we sit, they are the results, ladies and gentlemen. The Crystal Palace one is obviously a full time, and we're just waiting for the rest of the games to finish, really. So
Everton's over.
Everton game has been completed. They've beaten Southampton by 3-1. So opening day win for Rafael Benitez. Richarlison with their first, Decore with their second, and I can't remember who hit their third.
Calvert-Lewin.
Calvert-Lewin, yes, Calvert-Lewin with the third. So that's a full time as well. We're into the 3rd minute of added on time, the Burnley-Brighton game. Leicester City 1-0 up into the second minute of additional time there, and Watford Villa as well. So we'll see these games out before we head off, and then I'll be straight over to Anfield Agenda, ladies and gentlemen, for a watch along on there. Hit the subscribe button before you head out the door. Drop a like on the video as well. Much love to all of you for making me feel welcome on today's stream. I do appreciate it. Right, let's see. We'll finish these games out. Everybody frantically refreshing just to make sure that all the results are over. Oh, the clock, yeah. My fat fingers hit off the clock again. Where have we got? How did the clock start again? There we go. I've made it go away, but cheers. See, that's why I'm not allowed to do that, and fat-fingered me's never allowed near these things. We're still into additional time in the Burnley-Brighton game. Still 2-1 there to Brighton. Leicester 1-0 up. Watford still 3-1 up against Villa. That'll be a formality. There's no coming back in that one. We're already 3 minutes into additional time. And we are just waiting for the full times in those other games. I'm going to swap over actually, so I can get more up-to-date ones. Swap over the TV channel. Leicester are what? They're into the 4th minute now of 3 that were supposed to be added on in that game. They're still 1-0 up after Vardy's goal. Good to have you here, pal. Great job as always, said Gary. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. I'll be moving over to Anfield Agenda, said Finn. Brilliant. I hope to see a lot of you guys over there as well. Again, though, most importantly, please do keep hitting that subscribe button and help That's Football hit the 500,000 subscriber mark. We are just about over as well. Brighton have 10 seconds left to hang on at Burnley. 4 minutes of added time have been added on there, and they have almost played them. The clock just ticks towards the 4 minute mark right now. It is over at Turf Moor. Burnley have been beaten by Brighton by 2-1. Opening day victory for Graham Potter and his men on the road. Good result for them. Full time as well at Leicester. They've beaten Wolves by 1-0. Is that all of them, or are we waiting on one more now? I think we're just waiting on the Watford game. Watford, I think, is the only Premier League game still going. And that should be done and dusted any second, because that is a 3-1. Yeah, Watford's the only one still going. They're in the 5th minute of additional time there. Leicester have got their 3 points. And again, we're just waiting to get a confirmation of the Watford Villa game, which is 3-1 to Watford in all fairness. So it's pretty much by the by. But, you know, we got to see it through. I mean, how much extra time are you playing there, lads? Come on. We're into the 5th minute of it, and there's already a 2-goal deficit in the game. So we're just waiting for that one to be finished, and then we will end the stream. Got to do it properly. Got to see it out, ladies and gents. No point. Say again? Penalty to Villa in that game. See? Just as we thought there was nothing left to be done, there's a penalty in that game, ladies and gentlemen. And it's been scored. It's 3-2. Villa have pulled one back. Now surely there's not enough time. Watford 3, Aston Villa 2. There's been 6 minutes of time added on. They've played 6.5. It's Ings with the penalty. Danny Ings gets off the mark on the opening day for Aston Villa with a 97th minute penalty. And you'd imagine that they'll kick off and that'll be pretty much that. But, you know, Watford 3, Villa 2. They clawed their way back into that game there, Villa. Again, just waiting on confirmation that is a full time. I can't imagine there'd be much more to play. Even after they gave the penalty and they scored it, they were already into additional time of additional time. So, again, we can't go anywhere though, because football is football and anything mad can happen. You just never know with football, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I don't want to end the stream, because We've all seen what can happen in the matter of a minute or two. They're still playing on. It is full time. It is all over. Watford have beaten Aston Villa by 3-2, and that will bring an end to my first solo watch along of the season here on That's Football, folks. Hit the subscribe button, drop a like on the video. Thank you guys for showing the love, and I will talk to you soon.